see if I can get into bed. Ah, why howdy there. Nice to see you again. You looking swell? What's it do? Something with your hair? You never know. But anyway, enough of this laptop bullshit. How are you doing this evening? I already asked, but I figure a little bit of reiteration never hurt anyone. So anyway, tonight's episode is going to be about death. A friend of mine was actually complaining about death earlier, and I think it's very weird when people complain about death. You know, and it's sort of ironic or hypocritical of me to say this, because a cat of mine died about 6 months ago or so. Either way, it was a while ago. But, yes, you know, although I was very sad at his own death, at the same time I was happy because he ended his journey, and I feel that he had a very happy life. There's nothing I could have done for him. Supposedly there was something wrong with his liver. So I mean, what's the best thing we could have done for him? Gotten him a cat liver transplant surgery? Yeah, it just rolls off the top of your tongue. I mean, first off, I'm sure it would have been very cheap, only not really. And then, it's like, well, how long would he last until the next problem will arise? And then what do we have to do? Give him cat heart transplant surgery? I don't know. I mean, it's not that I don't love him and don't care for him and don't want him to be here right now. It's just that his journey ended. He had a great life. You shouldn't, when someone passes on and dies and decomposes and rots and is eaten and like bugs and then later pooped on and pooped out of those same bugs, you shouldn't be sad about their death. You should be happy about the journey they went through. Because the only reason why you should not be happy about them dying is because they had a horrible life. Then you should not be happy for their death, because they did not get to experience the same joys of happiness that you and I have. And really, that's what I feel is really what people should concentrate on death, is the other person's life. Because I feel that when people are sad about someone dying, they're really just sad because they won't get to see or interact or use that person anymore. Which, if you think about it, that's a very greedy concept. Because you're not really caring about the actual person themselves. You're caring about what they mean to you. And, you know, it's easy to say, oh, you should just look on your past experiences with them and just enjoy every moment you had with them. And then the person is just like, no, I want them right now. But no, that person doesn't seem to realize that if it wasn't for the past, they would have absolutely no meaning to them right now. Because, I'm going to share a little secret with you. Someone on this planet died today. It's true. I mean, you may not like it, but it's true. And this person had just as many atoms in their body as the person that you're lamenting over. It's just that you're being a little bit, discriminating towards who you care about dying. And really, one lost human life is a terribly horrible thing. As Stalin would say, one death is a tragedy, a million is a statistic. So, it's that these numbers tend to desensitize us, and you know, these facts tend to desensitize us. Which kind of brings up an interesting idea. It implies that facts themselves are very unobjective and clear and precise. It's just really the emotion that we put into them that really kind of drives their own little sort of niche inside our own brains of, oh, why we value this subject. But yes, I digress. You shouldn't be sad over someone dying. You should be happy, because it means it's the end of their journey. My music teacher, when he was comparing bands, he was saying most popular music that you hear on the radio is about 3 minutes long, and they tend to repeat the same thing over and over. They repeat the same phrase, they repeat the same chords and music and bass and drums and synthesizers and such for about 3 minutes, and then the song is over, and then it's time for the next 3-minute song that repeats itself for 3 minutes. So, you know, that's a very circular motion. It's kind of just repeating the same thing every single day. While bands like Rush tend to be like a sort of kind of similar yet different. It tends to be, you know, more of a journey, but occasionally the journey goes back. So it's kind of like, instead of just going to work every day and then coming home and going to work, going home and such, it's more like maybe going on a vacation and then coming home. And then there's this other band, well, more progressive music, that tends to never ever actually repeat itself. They tend to just kind of go on a journey and never come back to where they came. And if I had to pick, you know, my favorite, you know, description of those 3 genres of music, it would definitely have to be the last one, where I think journeys are more important than repeating the same thing, or even coming back from whence you came. Because if you go back, or if you regress, you didn't actually go anywhere to where you actually made a difference. You just sort of did something and then came back. So don't repeat anything, ever. That's this week's lesson.